This episode of Ask the 8-Ball Podcast is brought to you by Lola's Fine Hot Sauce, the Mullin Team at ReMax Revolution, and the Irish in West Des Moines.
Hi, I'm Quinn, and I'm listening to my daddy and Cody.
Did you, what was that? You did something a while back, wasn't it? It was, you kind of came up with it on the spot. It was like a podcast almost, but it was like a live podcast where you came up with stuff on the spot, I think, wasn't it? Would have been, God, about a year ago maybe.
It's called a roast battle.
It was something. No, it was just.
It's a roast last night.
I thought that was you. You were just like making up jokes on the spot. People were sending in ideas or something on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Oh, why did I blank on that? Yeah, that was my YouTube thing. This might not land, where I had a Twitch stream or a YouTube stream, and I had people submit topics, and then I had 1 week to write 15 minutes of stand-up based on those topics, and then I did a show that was live streamed from my basement with like a real crowd down there. And
Nice. How did that end up working out?
it was great because my only goal was really just like make the best 15 you can, and then like hopefully I have at least 5 minutes I can take with me and work on further, and it gave me some of my favorite bits that I do now. So like that was a huge help for writing.
Now, did you still do it?
Yeah, I want to do it again. I've done it twice, kind of last fall. I haven't done it over the summer because my basement fills with water whenever it rains.
Oh, damn.
Gotcha.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
Oh, not a lot. What's new?
I don't know, man. Let's ask the 8-Ball.
Welcome back, guys. What are we? Episode 95?
95.
Yeah, we're getting there, man.
Getting there.
Almost to 100, if you don't know how math
Dean
works.
Del Rey said if we get to 100, he'd be on the show, so I'm going to hold him to it.
Yeah. I'll tweet him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dean.
Oh yeah, rad! 100 episodes, dude. He's here.
Well, that's our special guest tonight, Matthew Jacobsen.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah. Sorry it was a little delayed, a couple weeks.
That's fine.
Marshall's bad at planning, so.
Yeah, things happen and stuff.
Yeah, we're all adults.
He doesn't know that he's going on vacation or something like that, so.
Life. So I've never met you before. Learned a little about you. Small town Iowa guy.
Mm-hmm. Goose Lake, Iowa. Population 300. We have a bank,
Nice.
a post office, 2 defunct bars, and 1 gas station, convenience store, deli mart, pizza parlor, biweekly buffet, sports bar, and ballroom.
Nice.
That's what else do you need?
That's it. I mean, we're living off of that.
Yeah. What else do you need?
Is that the definition of the Iowa dream?
Essentially.
Yeah, because it's all one owner. I guess also I found out that for a time it was also a massage parlor in like the early 2000s. So I don't know where they did that at. Someone's like, that room. I'm like, that's a janitor's closet.
And who's
It's
doing the
enough room.
massaging?
Right.
Well, Cindy, she's the cook now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I was not known for his small town, really attractive men kind of thing.
She's got her elbow in your back. And she's like, oh shit, I gotta flip the sausage. And runs out.
She's spinning a pizza in one hand and giving you one of these.
The guy's like, all right, flip my sausage. You're like, nope.
So what got you into comedy? Was there no openings at the deli gas station?
No.
Things you're like, dude, I'm gonna try my hand at comedy here.
Absolutely nothing. It's when I moved to Des Moines for I got a graphic design job out here, and I was like, well, here's an actual like civilization with real shows and things like that. I should probably see what I can do, and I found an open mic at the Last Laugh, which does not exist anymore.
Right.
That was
the old. That was in West Des Moines, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. That was the
Billy
old
Joe's
Billy
picture
Joe's.
show.
Yep.
And those of you old school.
I was there. I really showed up like kind of at the end of Last Laugh too, because it was only around for like maybe 6-7 months before it closed.
Oh, really?
That's a fun little room.
So did you do comedy before you moved to Des Moines?
Yeah, I did. In high school, if we're gonna go all the way that far back, I did like plays and stuff, and then I went to Allstate and improv with group, and then in college I tried doing some improv, and but my college was rinky dink. It was almost as small as my high school, and I graduated with 42 people. So
Yeah, you guys are 42.
It's 42 whole people, and then there was nothing until I moved out here.
Okay.
Man,
So how long have you been doing it professionally? I guess you say professionally, or you say
You
get paid for it? It's professionally.
it's true.
All right. Well, then I have been professionally doing it for 6 years.
Okay.
Paid in drink tickets.
Well, it could be semi-professional even. I guess we'll go that too.
Yeah, we'll say semi-pro.
Yeah.
Semi-pro for 6 years.
Underrated movie.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It really is. People don't talk about that. Everyone's always goes to Step Brothers
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Traded Mox for a wash machine.
Everybody love everybody.
So when I took Sid's stand-up class, he would bring people in to kind of tell out the process. And one of the things that I remember about you is your process. Your process was you kind of write a joke, use it for like 4 weeks, put it on a board. If that joke didn't come back to it in a couple weeks or a month or whatever, and then try it again. If that didn't work, then you scrap it.
Yeah, that's how I would do things. And I don't know if I said it. Hopefully I did during that class, but I'm always like, hey, this is what works for me.
Yeah.
It's not going to be everybody's thing. Everybody works differently, but this is kind of what I do. And I would have an idea, and I'd go to like the worst mics because I know it would bomb right away, and I just do it to like memorize it. And then over time, I would kind of listen to see, all right, is this working? Is this working? Cut it down, build it up, and then after about 4 weeks, if it's just still not working the way I want it, I'm just scrapping the whole thing because it's no longer fun.
I mean, I like that. That was one of the things when I first started in comedy was I didn't have a process. I would go up there and I thought I had to write new material every single open mic.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of have been resistant to doing the same stuff over and again, but the more I've done that, the more it's worked. And
Yeah.
I like the idea of, trying it 4 times, setting a number, kind of putting a hard goal on it.
I think that's really kind of one of the most common things that older comics, or not older, or like more seasoned semi-pro comics tell like the more green ones. They're like, hey, bring stuff back. You don't need a new thing every time.
No.
Because I mean that new thing might have gold in it and you don't know. Like one of my closing bits, my first closing bit ever, absolutely bombed the whole time. And I sat down and I was sitting next to AJ Simmons, who owns Teehees now, but at the time we started at the same time, and he was like, dude, that was a great bit. And I'm like, good one. I'm like, that was awful. And he's like, no, he's like, I loved it. Keep working on it. And then like the next time I got a few more laughs, and the next time I tweaked it a little bit more, and it worked. And then that was my closer for like 6 months.
Yeah. It's very interesting because you think if something doesn't work first time, it's never going to work. And if you keep working on it a lot of times,
it really does help if you just believe in, if you truly think, I'm like, this is an idea that makes me laugh, like stick with it for a while at least.
Yeah. Nice.
That's right. Do you got any shows coming up?
I will be in Austin, Texas,
nice.
Thursday for Altercation Comedy Festival.
We've got a huge following in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know
Really?
if you knew that. No.
I got 2 friends live in Austin, so there's at least 2.
Oh, we got 2, baby. 2 of them. Yeah.
Austin, Austin's a big deal now, man. It's
Big
I feel like
scene.
so many people are moving from like California to either Nashville or Austin.
Yeah.
So Austin's kind of blown up.
We're kind of seeing this great departure of LA, which is exciting because it used to be like, oh, if you want to get famous, you go to LA. If you want to become the best in stand-up, you go to New York. And now we're kind of seeing that you don't have to do that. And like all these big names moved to Austin, and then like some people even moved back to New Orleans and Bargatze's in Nashville. And so there's a bunch of comics in Nashville.
Like Theo Von moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like Nashville and Austin just lately I've been seeing everyone doing shows in Nashville and Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are the hot spots.
Memphis, I feel like, is getting a little bigger, too.
Yeah, it's close enough to Nashville.
Yeah.
And Des Moines.
Yeah.
#1 comedy scene in the Midwest.
Well, I actually got lunch with a comic from Buffalo, New York today, and he was talking about, he's like, Buffalo's twice the size of Des Moines. We only have one club, and that's Helium, and then we have Funny Bone, which is kind of our main kind of
Yeah, it's like
chain
Yeah.
club, and then we also have Teehees, and he's like, you guys have way more than we have, and we probably have the same scene. So I mean, it's exciting.
there's like 2 or 3 places to do open mic night, like random spots too in Des Moines. So it's like
there's stuff like almost every day of the week at this point, because now we got some Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
So there's always time to see comedy.
Oh yeah.
But how'd you get on the Austin gig? Just from being in the scene and knowing people?
So the festival, most comedy festivals, you submit, and like then they go through a selection process, and then they figure out who they pick, and it's always like most festivals, it's like 30 to 50 comics or something, and I got into this one. I just got done with Matt Weiss, Matt Weiss put on a little festival in a small town here in Iowa this past weekend. Just did that one. And then I got one in Cleveland, Ohio, in the first week of November.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
That'll be exciting because I have no idea what to expect from
Cleveland.
I've heard great things about the Austin one. Dante Powell, comic here, has done it.
Oh,
He
yeah.
says it's amazing, and Dan Umpton's done it. I think some other Iowans have also done the Austin one.
So
but
you just record a 5-minute set or something and send it to them and say, hey.
Yep. Most festivals, what they require is a 5-minute clip of just your best stuff. Don't edit it. Don't cut it together. Just one fluid 5-minute clip. Send it and pray.
And pray. How many applicants were there for this Austin one? Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I can tell you what Des Moines festivals have had.
Okay.
And so I think from the years 2014 to 2019, we had the Beast Village Comedy Festival run by Dan Umpton here in town, and we would I'd probably get like 200 some applicants for that one. So it's 200 5-minute videos that the producers and judges have to watch. And in the last couple of years of that festival, I had to watch all of them. And you kind of lose sense of what humor is.
Yeah, as I do, I would imagine, maybe it's just me, I'd imagine be like with America's Got Talent, those shows you're watching videos and stuff. After like 2 minutes, you're like, this isn't going to be funny. And you're just like, next.
Yeah, you get to a point to
Like you're not
where,
watching all 5.
yeah, you could kind of tell, like, oh, if there's any potential there, or if you're like, this guy's not
Yeah.
going to make the running.
I mean, Austin's ginormous. There's probably 1,000 people at least. That's pretty cool.
So
You got
submit?
in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they probably, I mean, and specifically Altercation, which is the name of that festival, is a pretty sought after fest. And so, like, I'm sure their applicants were like at least twice as many as Beast Village here in
Yeah.
Iowa was.
Do they have like the one in Austin, do they have like a headliner? Like, they're like,
Yeah. So this will be announced tomorrow. It's actually a little secret right now, but they had a secret headliner, Todd Glass.
Douglas.
God, that's funny.
So he's going to be on Wednesday. Like, they also have James Adomian, who just headlined the comedy festival here last year. Jackie Cashian, who's the typical opener for Maria Bamford, is headlining a show. They have like a whole pile of really good headliners. David Bory, who also headlined the comedy festival here last year. It's going to be pretty wild.
That's pretty cool. They select 50 people out of 1,000. You got in.
It's a good
Congratulations,
feeling.
man. That's
Thank-
awesome.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I know comics also that are way better than me that have terrible luck with getting into festivals. It's
Yeah.
kind of a game. Like,
Right.
you kind of gotta have that
Like-
kind of hook at the beginning.
Is there any politicking involved?
Politicking? Is that a new word? You
Yeah,
just made up?
politicking.
I'm sure there is. Like, well, here's the thing: is that a lot of comics know that some festivals are like they'll book their friends first, and then they'll book whoever submitted, and that kind of gets to people or whatever. It
Right.
just depends on which festival it is. There'll be politicking, but my only strategy is submit immediately when they announce that submissions are open, because then they're not like dead inside
Yeah,
when
they're
they watch
burnt
your
out
video.
by the 900th submission.
Yeah.
And they don't have like a whole bunch of standards to put right next to your video.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't already watched 100 videos before yours. So if you're like in the first 3 to 10 to 15 to 20,
Yeah.
you stand a way better
So
chance than being
You just have
373.
your 5-minute clip just ready.
Mhm.
As soon as they're
Oh yeah,
sent.
I got it like unlisted on YouTube, so I'm just like copy, paste,
Send.
send.
I have to,
Nice.
I have to do one of those once I get a good 5-minute set down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you send them your 45-second best, and you're good.
Which
Hold on a second, sex? I can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so we have I think for 2023 we're gonna bring back the comedy festival, which we had in 2021. And I'm one of the producers on that. So
Nice.
if you want to submit a video, I
Yeah.
think the kind of the route we're going to go with is that typically the judges will be the producers and somebody else, but I want to go the route of no judge knows who any of these local comics are. So local comics will have entirely separate judges, so there's no politicking, there's
Yeah.
no
Right, like,
biases.
oh, that's
Oh,
my friend.
who's the funniest?
Get
It's
Yeah.
just based on that video.
I like that idea.
It's a great idea.
So I'll wait till 2029 to get in.
Yeah. It'll be good. Real quick, let's roll into our fake sponsor week. We'll come back and we'll do the Blitz and some other things.
Sweet.
We're going to get weird.
A terrible tragedy has struck the Heather Cove community. The entire Cheston family has been murdered, and their eldest son, Simon, is to blame.
I inhaled like a couple of puffs, and then just saw red.
Simon has always been an exemplary student with an immaculate criminal record. This was all changed the night he smoked marijuana.
The devil of weed took control of me. I would never kill my own family.
Unless Simon was high. In a fit of marijuana-induced rage, Simon stabbed his father and mother with a sword. His younger sister was strangled to death and urinated on.
After I had pissed all over her dead corpse, I couldn't stop laughing. Because I was so high.
Simon is on house arrest until his trial. If convicted, he could serve up to 5 years for marijuana possession. The entire police force continues to search for the pot dealer.
Didn't you, I looked at your website, you had a shirt that said, like, sad or nope or...
Oh, yeah, it said sad. So that was like during the pandemic, I was Twitch streaming, and I built up this really modest little community, and I had like little emotes, and then people would drop that in there when I die, and they just go, sad.
Okay.
And so then I made merch, and like a bunch of them bought it. So like in really random spots in the country, and one in Australia, it's just like a sad t-shirt that you can find.
That's kind of funny.
I just saw a website, I'm like, I'll have to ask what that sad means, so I'm glad you're talking about that. I was like, sad. Okay.
Sad. And then I would have like a little death counter with like the sad logo, and it would count up anytime I die.
Didn't Daniel Tosh say he has a countdown to his funeral or something like that?
Does
He
he?
has a running clock. Or used to. I don't know if he still does.
I haven't
Running
watched
clock
Tosh
to
in a
his
while.
death or something like that.
I'm more of a Rob Dyrdek guy, you know? Real. More ridiculousness than Tosh.
Did they ever clash? Did they ever like MTV ever think I guess Tosh
Daniel
was
Tosh
Comedy
is- he
Central.
was,
Yeah.
He's been done for a couple years now, but
Well, that's
his-
because Rob Dyrdek's on 23 hours a day.
dude, if you turn MTV on,
Yeah.
all it is
If it's
probably-
Tuesday, he takes an hour off for Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Wednesday takes an
No.
hour off for the challenge. Thursday, it's probably like the BET Awards. He takes off for an hour for, and
Every
then he's right
Thursday
back
they
on.
do the BET Awards.
Yeah, then he's right back on. So he's good.
I went to, if you go to AJ's Karaoke in the East Village,
Yeah.
they have one TV that's on one channel of MTV playing Ridiculousness, and then there's another TV with an entirely different episode of Ridiculousness playing
I-
at
Always
any
on.
given moment.
That's what in the hotel rooms, like, I usually like bring like an Apple TV or a Fire Stick or whatever. But if I ever forget and I'm like need something to fall asleep to, Ridiculousness it
Yep.
is, because it's always gonna be on.
And it's never entertaining, so you're not like, oh, I
Yeah.
want to see this episode.
And then I hear Chantel laugh or whatever her name is,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, all right, well I'm awake now. Never mind. It's great.
All right. Thank
welcome
you to
back,
our
guys.
Fake sponsor of the week.
Yes.
Uh,
Whoever you are, you're great.
Our real sponsors, Lola's. Have you ever had Lola's, Matt?
I have, actually.
Locally
It's delicious.
made, non-GMO, great. They've actually got some new stuff coming out. We'll be getting some new products here soon too.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll get more on them here in a little bit.
Yeah.
The second segment, we usually like to kick off a little thing we call the Blitz.
Hot, hot, hike!
It's a blitz. It's a blitz. It's a blitz. Yeah, it's a blitz. Let's go.
Are you familiar with the Blitz?
I am familiar with the Blitz.
Perfect. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions.
95 episodes. I've won once.
So the idea is to just answer them just like first thing off
Rapid
your head.
fire,
Yep.
and then I'll decide who had the best answers.
So he'll ask you
Okay.
questions. He'll ask me
Judge,
questions.
jury, executioner.
Rapid fire.
And then I'll ask Cody. So he kind of gets in a little advantage because he gets to hear the question. and think
Right,
about
he
it.
gets
because
a second.
it's fair. He needs a, he's not a professional yet, or semi-pro.
I'm semi-pro. I've been paid a couple times.
That's pro. That's
Yeah.
pro.
You were paid
I
in
got paid
drinks.
in a dishwasher.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
paid in Jameson shots and Jaeger bombs.
Well, that's what I spent them on.
Okay.
If you get paid with a wet tenderloin or
Yeah.
drink tickets, you're
Yeah.
semi-pro.
You got paid in one bottle of Lola's Family Reserve.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
What color is a mirror?
Teal.
Okay. Question 2. According to Urban Dictionary, what is the Colorado campfire?
That's when it gets real dry out and the the Colorado campfire. All I can think of is snow.
It's for Urban Dictionary. Keep that in mind.
Is that when two gingers have sex in the mountains?
Okay, that could be. We'll see. Question 3. She's a 10. but she's a woo girl at weddings. What is she?
Are we asking number wise?
Yeah. She was a 10, but she goes woo at weddings.
I mean, she's a 10. She can do whatever she wants at weddings. She's still a 10.
Okay, fair. People from Iowa are called Iowans. What do you call people from Utah?
Mormons.
Next question. How many extra towels does a normal person keep on hand?
8.
Okay. What is something new you learned today?
I'm about to learn what a Colorado wildfire is, or campfire is.
Colorado campfire, yes.
Yeah.
And last question for you. What joke should kids use for Beggars Night?
The aristocrats joke from Gilbert Gottfried.
Which is?
Well, it's 8 minutes long.
Okay.
And
fair. We got time. Go ahead. Just kidding.
All right. You just want me to scream 8 minutes of
R.I.P. Gilbert. He was a very underrated guy who might have been overrated also.
He was
so
good.
He was
He was good in
rated.
Problem Child. I'll give him that.
He was great on the roast.
He had like a turn in which he became a very blue comic, but actually kind of like one of his peaks in comedy was the aristocrats joke, and I'll explain that real quick. It's basically a concept that existed in vaudeville and evolved over time, but you set up the joke the same way and it ends the same way. It says a family goes into a talent agency and they say, hey, we got an act, and then the talent agent asks, all right, what's your act? And then for 7 minutes or however long you want to do it, it's kind of an endurance test for the comic. You just say the most horrible, screwed up things you can with no actual punchlines, just like doing it over and over again, just punching the audience in the face with whatever you're saying. And then at the end, you end it the same way and then the talent agent goes, well, that's quite the act. What's the name of it? And they go, The Aristocrats. And that's it. That's just how it ends.
Might have to Google that tonight.
So I think that'd be hilarious if a kid did that at Beggars Night.
Also, your next open mic gig, Cody.
Yeah.
All right, Cody, time for the blitz.
Let's do it.
What color is a mirror?
Gray.
Okay. According to Urban Dictionary, what is the Colorado campfire?
It's gingers, but they have to be bushy down there. So they get that spark going.
That is key.
Create a bush fire, and that creates a campfire that you can roast on.
Okay. Question 3. She's a 10, but she woos at weddings.
I mean, I can't be too picky, but I'm still going to say a 3.
Okay. That's fair.
Damn. She dropped hard.
Woo!
I was like, oh, God, no, don't look at me.
Here.
I mean, I'll still probably sleep with her. It's fine.
Okay, so people from Iowa are Iowans. What do you call people from Utah?
Utes.
Okay. Next question, tailored for you. How many extra towels does a normal person keep on hand?
6.
Interesting.
All right.
I used to have probably 15 towels, but then I got a dog and I put them in his kennel, and he just would rip them up. So now I'm down to like 6.
Damn.
I'm going to say 6.
Rest in peace.
Cody, what is something new you learned today?
Today I learned that the process for getting into a festival.
That's a good answer.
It's important to know.
And what joke should kids use for Beggars Night?
I don't know if it's a joke, but growing up, one of my best friends growing up, Jason Holder, he probably doesn't watch this, but shout out, would walk up to the parents' houses of the house of our friends and go, trick or treat, suck my dick. That was his joke. I'm like, what the fuck?
Here's one extra Snickers for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you get full size.
Yeah. So that's
All
the
right.
joke, I guess. But
All right, fellas, that was the blitz. Let's compare answers. What color's a mirror? You said teal. Is that right?
I said teal.
And you said gray.
I think teal is actually the correct color.
According to BBC Science, not BBC, the Pornhub type BBC, but BBC
Oh,
Science
gotcha.
Focus magazine, most
Thank you.
mirrors are technically white with a slight green tinge. Teal would be a closer answer.
Oh, teal is closer. Interesting.
According to the BBC Science Focus magazine.
I thought teal was the correct answer.
So teal is closer to green than gray.
Okay.
Huh.
1 point.
All right.
According to Urban Dictionary, what is the Colorado campfire? You said 2 gingers having sex on a mountain?
Yes.
And you said 2 gingers
With a bush.
with a bush. Okay, the correct answer according to Urban Dictionary is The resulting edible, frothy, creamy white substance found in the underwear of an active person who goes for a long run immediately after being ejaculated in.
There's so much going on there.
Wait.
My favorite thing to do is every 2 weeks when it's my turn to do the blitz is to look up something on Urban Dictionary because I learned so much.
Can you break that down one more time,
Yes.
just bit by bit?
The resulting edible, frothy,
Okay.
creamy white substance
Frothy, creamy white substance. That's
It's
found-
edible.
It's edible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Found in the underwear of an active person
Uh-huh.
whom goes for a long run immediately after being ejaculated in.
Okay,
So it's-
so sex ended.
That's the
and-
Colorado campfire.
And then said person was like, I'm going to do a run real quick. Just
Or it's like, I gotta get out of here real quick in a hurry.
Not sure why they use Colorado campfire for the name of it. Because
Yeah.
your guys' descriptions were a lot better.
ours were more succinct, for sure.
Yeah.
That
So
was,
we'll call that a wash. No points for either.
okay.
God damn
that's-
it.
All right.
She's a 10, but she woos at weddings. You said still 10 because she's a 10. Cody said a 3, which is quite the drop. However, I was at a wedding last weekend with a couple of my married friends who just got married recently. I won't say their names. We'll just say their names are Ban and
Usher.
Slorbin.
Usher.
And Ban was a wooer,
Oh, God.
and Slorbin kept sliding away from her. And she's like, "Why are you sliding away from me?" He's like, "I didn't realize you're a woo girl during weddings," because every chance was like, "Woo!" And I thought, I'm like, "Yeah, I can see that." So Cody, you get the point on this one.
Yeah, 1-1.
Here's my other defense. It's just like a 10. Like, we're talking like a 10.
Yeah.
But, all right, so she's wooing. Worst case scenario, everyone just looking at her and going, man, dude's with a 10. She's loud, but she's...
Okay, he sold me on it.
She's a 10.
Cody, you lose the point. Cody, you lose the point. He sold me
Do
on
I
it.
get a rebuttal on this?
He sold me on it because he made me think. I was like, if I'm at a wedding with Jennifer Lopez and she's wooing every chance, I'm gonna be like, I'm still with Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, you're still sitting there.
So hang
now
on.
you're kind of got a
That's
little
fine.
smirk
Are
going
you
on. 'cause
saying
everyone's like,
Ben
oh,
is a
damn.
10?
I didn't say Ben's a 10. I said Jen.
Jen's a 10.
Yeah. If I'm at a wedding with
Gen 10.
Okay, let's say you're at a wedding with Blake Lively, and she's wooing. Is she a 3 to you now?
I mean, I'm still gonna. Like I said before, I'm still gonna sleep with her.
But is she now? Like, okay, so she's not as hot as she was before.
Yeah, she's not as hot.
But see, I wouldn't necessarily sleep with a 3. So the fact that it dropped it down to the 3, that would have sold
Yeah.
it. That would have desold it for me.
Again, Cody, he's selling this a lot
tough
harder than you are.
times. COVID.
A lot harder than you are.
COVID made things really hard over
Cody,
here.
you lost the point. You're down 2-0.
God damn it.
What do you call people from Utah? Example, Iowa or Iowans. You said Utes, which was a good answer. Mormons, better answer.
Utes reminds me of Yoopers, the upper peninsula of Michigan. That's what you call them, Yoopers.
Well, in Utes,
Reminds me of that.
Isn't it the Utah Utes? Isn't that their
Yeah, that's why I said
football team?
Utes.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like both of our answers did make sense.
How many?
Hey, Mormons is funnier. though.
3-0. How many extra towels does a normal person keep on hand? You said 8.
I did.
Cody
said
said
6.
6. Now here's the thing. Cody's a goddamn liar. Cody's a
shit.
liar. Cody's best friend from Alaska came in town,
Uh-huh.
showered in Cody's bathroom. Cody didn't have a single spare towel for him to use.
In the spare bathroom.
He had to dry off. He had to walk out to your kitchen and grab paper towels and dried off the paper towels because Cody didn't have a single
no,
spare towel.
that's not true.
No. Do we need to call him?
I had
'Cause it's
spare
true.
towels in my bathroom, not in the spare bathroom that I don't use.
So you knew he was taking a shower. You didn't give him a towel.
I got everything else for him. Sorry, I forgot a towel.
So the most important part of the shower,
I got him shampoo and everything else.
but no towel.
Body wash?
So he had to walk.
Sorry, I
He
forgot.
had to walk through your apartment naked to the kitchen to grab paper towels because you didn't have a spare towel.
And I had
Cody,
I had the camera on the entire
Cody,
time.
you lose the point.
I think you were bound to lose this point.
Cody, you
you
lose the
were
point.
going to lose it. No
4-0.
matter what.
4-0. Let's see if you can maybe get one here, Cody. What is something new you learned today?
I learned how to get in the festival.
And you learned the Colorado campfire. And I'll
I
tell you
did.
this: the Colorado campfire will take you further in life than how to get into a festival.
That's
5-0.
probably true.
5-0.
It's probably true.
And what joke should kids use for Beggars Night? Yours wasn't really a joke. Yours was more, Cody. Yours was more like how to get on the sex offenders list.
But you can't as like a 8-year-old, 10-year-old kid.
That's fair.
Well,
the
yeah, it's correct. You probably can as a 10-year-old kid.
That's true. Dude, Cody, the Gilbert Gottfried is a great answer, but 8 minutes is a long time. Cody, I'll give you a point. I'll be nice.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Yeah, I was saying,
6 to 1.
aristocrats joke is probably they're probably gonna lose the
long
person.
joke. 6 to
Yeah.
1.
They're gonna have the door shut on them. Like, all right, I don't know, this kid's gross, and close
Cody
it.
for the 95th show in a row. Neither one of us have won.
Damn.
That was the Blitz, guys. So when I was coming with these jokes, I thought about it. Did you guys realize Beggars Night is a Des Moines thing?
Yeah, I
talked
before
about
I
this
moved
last
to Des
Halloween.
Moines, I had no idea that Beggars Night was a thing. And then like Beggars Night, I'm like, is that different? And some people say yes, some people say no. So is it a different thing than trick or treating?
Yeah, so because I guess so in other places, people trick or treat on actual Halloween on the 31st, but in Des Moines they started doing it in the 30s on what they now call Beggars Night because there's too much vandalism stuff happening on Halloween night, so they moved it up a night so that way kids could go out and celebrate it without like teenagers and young adults ruining it. So that's why they started doing it. Also, we're the only place that tells jokes.
Really?
Yeah. I got friends in Minnesota or other places that
Like, Iowa's
don't.
the only place.
I don't know if it's Iowa or Des Moines.
Well, I know
but-
we do up where I'm from, so.
yeah, so it's probably just Iowa, but
Yeah.
most places don't tell jokes when you go. You just knock on the door and say trick or treat, and then you get a piece of candy.
I mean, typically that's what we would always do. Trick or treat and get candy, but they'd be like, "Oh, tell me a joke."
Yeah,
And I'd
so-
be like,
Yeah, I think
"You
I've
smell funny."
I think I've seen in like movies and stuff like when the kids go out or whatever,
Yeah.
like someone would be like trick, and they'd be like, "What's the trick?" or whatever, or like,
Right.
"What's the joke?"
Yeah.
And in that sense, I think that exists, but we probably ask for the joke more often than not than compared to some other areas.
Probably why Iowa has 2 comedy clubs and Buffalo has 1.
Yeah.
They don't ask for the joke.
I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever told anybody this. My favorite thing to do on Halloween, I loved growing up as a kid and teenager, smashing pumpkins. I loved going out there and doing that.
Great band.
I don't know why I was such a shithead, but it was just like, oh, let's get away with something real bad, you know.
Let's smash. You're like Gallagher. Let's smash some fruit, guys.
You walk up and like in Dayton, some of the parents would get pissed and like chase you down as a teenager. They would chase us.
You know how long it takes to carve a pumpkin? It's a process, man. You gotta gut it.
You gotta,
It's
what are you
true.
gonna do with it? After Halloween, it's done. You gotta
yeah, you
throw
throw it away,
anyways.
but still.
I mean,
The other
I
people who
just
walking
love doing
by
that.
can't enjoy it, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta say that because if my fiance watches it all, like
Yeah.
she'll be mad about it because she's a big Halloween person, and we have a pumpkin carving party.
See, in my freshman year of college at Simpson, I talked some people into going out and doing that with me because I just thought it was, I don't know.
You did it in
I
college.
did my freshman year, and they would like smash them on the lawn. I'm like, I would take them and smash them in the street, so at least it's not ruining their lawn. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, but
This is why you're going for threes because you were too busy smashing pumpkins in college.
I don't know why. It still brings me
You have
joy
like a
to
weird
draw.
kink towards pumpkins now.
I just enjoy doing
Put
that
the pumpkin
growing
head on.
up. I just enjoy that so much. I don't
Call
know
me the
why.
Pumpkin King.
Cody, what was your best joke for Halloween that you told people when you knocked on doors? Not give me candy, suck my dick, or whatever you said before.
Yeah. God, I don't know. I
Like,
don't know if I ever even told a joke.
do you have a good Halloween joke? Like just like a classic, you know, like, oh, here's a Halloween joke.
I'll think about it. See if I can think of one for next,
Okay,
for the
here's
next
one.
segment.
Here's one. How's it go? Oh, why don't witches wear underwear? So they can grip the broom
I
better.
was gonna say I did
Yeah.
something with the room. Yeah.
That's a great joke for a kid to tell, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach my daughter that when she goes trick or treating.
There you go.
Tell this joke, you'll get 3 candy bars. That's great.
Some places will give three. That's gonna make up for the places that don't give anything. Go. All right.
But I'm taking her out trick or treating in Waukee, so I don't know if that's gonna work.
Oh.
You guys ever have the ones that gave like, oh, here's a flyer, or here's a ruler, or here's an apple. Here, do something healthy.
I think usually if someone gave us like a healthy thing or like an item, they would usually pair it with a. They'd be like,
Candy.
all right, we don't suck. Here's a piece of candy.
Yeah, then we just throw it in there.
One of the neighbors growing up would give us toothpaste because he was a dentist. And
Uh-huh.
then he gave us like a little chocolate bar too. So,
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
but it's like, I don't. What the hell is this toothpaste for?
Fair. All right, let's roll into our sponsors here real quick. Lola's.
Yeah. What's do you have a favorite Lola's brand or Lola's
We
flavor?
talked
I mean?
earlier. Good
Whoa.
stuff.
Camera moved.
Ghosts Halloween. Ghost pushed it over.
Here's the thing: is that when it comes to like taste anything, beer, wine, hot sauce, I'm just like, I'll have it and go, that's good. or that's bad, and then that's as far as I go into it. I've had several given to me because a lot of people in the comedy scene are really into hot sauce, and I just like put some on my finger, go, that's pretty good. Or like they have like chips and stuff. So I don't know what my favorite flavor is. I'd like garlicky stuff and basil-y type stuff. And
Yeah, I noticed a lot of comedians sell hot sauce. Not a lot, but more than you'd think. I've been Funny Bone a few different times, and comedians there have been selling their own. TJ Miller was
TJ
a
Miller
guy.
had
one,
TJ
yeah.
Miller
Yeah.
sells his own hot sauce.
Steve-O's got a hot sauce.
There's a couple of openers that are there. There's like, during the pandemic, we didn't have anything to do, so we started making our own hot sauce and then sell it there. It was like $10 a bottle, which is a ripoff. But you're like, I'll support this guy. He was funny. I'll buy your hot sauce.
Yeah, we got a local guy that bottles and sells his own hot sauce, but there's some weird legal stuff in Iowa about that, so I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah, I can tell you what's not illegal is Lola's because it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sold in stores all across the world, essentially.
Yeah, basically, it's in.
They're
5
in
countries
Lowe's.
now.
They're in Lowe's. They're in
They're in
Hy-Vee's.
Australia. They're in Guam.
They're
Canada.
probably in Publix.
It's about time Lowe's got into the hot sauce game.
Yeah.
So
I was like, dude, what's going to go with this paint for my kitchen?
What's going to make
Hot
these wood
sauce.
chips better?
Some nice Trinidad Scorpion.
and I know you own a house. Do you own your house? Do you?
No, I don't have.
Okay.
What's equity like? That sounds great.
Well, if you're ever looking to buy,
Overrated, I'll tell you.
if you're ever looking to buy, check out Sean Mullin and the Mullin Team at the ReMax.
Yes,
ReMax
correct.
Precision.
Ooh.
Very good at helping you buy, sell, whatever you need to do there.
Yeah, they got it all. And also, big thanks tonight to the Irish in West Glen for having us out tonight. Beautiful bar.
Very cozy this time of year. It's getting colder.
Yeah,
It's a
they
little
got
cozy
If
setting.
you're into cigar smoking, they got a whole cigar smoking patio, which is a all year round patio. Very
Yeah.
nice out there. Check them out. Here's a quick word from all of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Lola's Fine Hot Sauce, a generational family recipe using the world's hottest peppers for great flavor. They're vegan, non-GMO project verified, kosher, and all natural. Find them online at lolasfinehotsauce.com. Use promo code AskThe8Ball for 10% off your purchase. Are you in the market for buying or selling a home? Get a hold of the best in the business, the Mullin Group at ReMax Revolutions. You can get a hold of Sean at 515-306-2028. Again, ReMax Revolution, Sean Mullin at 515-306-2028.
Bob and Tom's got like a cult following.
Yeah.
Dude, if they came to town, I would 100% go see them. I don't care.
I grew up listening to them with like my dad and my uncles and stuff, but I don't know. They weren't.
What
I didn't
station
think
was
they
it
were
on
that
in
funny.
Des
It was like
Moines?
98.3 or
That's what
something.
it was
back
in Fort
the
Dodge,
day.
okay.
Yeah.
I forget what it was in Eastern Iowa, but yeah, it was always on in the mornings on one of the channels. And
Because I was listening. Actually, I remember this. I was listening to them on 9/11, pulling into my high school when the second tower got hit.
They were year 9/11.
really,
What's that?
They were year 9/11. I was at Best Buy when it happened.
Best Buy?
Yeah, buying Jay-Z's The Blueprint CD. Back when people bought CDs.
were you not in school?
I had just graduated.
Oh, you just
You read
graduated.
fresh- you didn't-
Yeah, I graduated in 01. It was
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, what?
September
01. I graduated in
May
no,
of
I'm trying to
01.
say like June. I guess it was
June,
June.
whatever
Yeah.
been, yeah.
Yeah, so I was in line and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, it took forever. I got there right at 10 a.m. when Best Buy opened, so I'm like, I could get the CD, ready for them, so pumped.
I'm gonna have a great day.
Throw up the diamonds, it's the Hova, it's gonna be awesome. And then I'm like, what's everyone taking so long for? And I'm like, I'm just oblivious, so I just popped it in my car, didn't even turn the radio on. I get to where I'm going, and I'm like, oh shit, this is bad.
Matt.
Amazing.
Do you have anything that plays CDs still?
Yeah, actually, my car, which is a 2015, actually has. I think it's like one of the few versions of that model of Impala that has a CD player in it.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's a 2016. I don't have a CD player. All I have is my PlayStation. That plays CDs.
See,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even have a place. I guess I don't know if a complete PS2 would play that or not.
PS2 will play CDs.
Would it?
If you, I think any kind of DVD player.
Yeah,
Or,
I think I'll take a disc in and we'll play a
Yeah.
CD.
Other than that, and I haven't played my PS2 in a decade, but
Probably has a few updates.
yeah.
What would your mixtape? Did you have any like burnt CDs?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like
what
Boner,
did it have
Boner
on it?
Jams 4.
Oh man. God.
Oh, real quick. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Big shout out to Lola's, the Irish, the Mullin Real Estate. Go ahead.
Woo!
Actually, I remember I downloaded LimeWire, and I never shared them, but I would always just download the songs. But I had a friend who could burn CDs for me, so he would just burn them, and he would just make me the random shit. So it'd be like it'd be like Weird Al, and then it'd be like a romantic song, and then it'd be country, and he just put random like shit in there. To mess with me.
Go
And
ahead, sorry.
it'd be like he'd play Amish Paradise,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'd go Brian McKnight Back to One or whatever.
Yeah.
Just out of order. It was hilarious.
I don't think we ever had like this is one genre on a CD. It was
Yeah.
always like, well, this is all we have for now. So I'm like, I'm going to update it with just everything I love at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's going to go from Rubber Band Man to Beastie Boys to
Yeah.
Blue by Eiffel 65 or 85 or whatever.
I got two thoughts with that. One, I wonder if kids nowadays, if you say, "Oh, do you know about burned CDs?" If they think that you actually held the CD and burned it onto another one, with the light or something.
Like a
interview
propane
Quinn.
torch at the
like,
bottom.
This is how we copy CDs. We just burn them onto another disc. Also, I feel like it was more dangerous back in the day trying to find a new CD put in, because I had a whole book of CDs. So I feel like that was less safe than on your phone pulling up songs or texting, because I just could look through this book of CDs while driving, trying to find the next
which
jam.
one-
Like, which one's got Chameleonaire riding on it?
Yeah.
Like,
And you're like, well, this is one song on this CD. Now I need to listen to another song on this CD.
trying to back that ass up.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
That was also like during the time of like aftermarket radios and stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
my brother
I had a
like
faceplate I
did
took
not
off.
cheap out, and he like spent all the money he had on like one that would like flip up with the screen
Yep.
Nice.
and play like DVDs. And then he like did not connect the wire that forced you to have the vehicle in park. So there were times when he'd be driving around just watching Tokyo Drift in his truck.
That's my buddy had my buddy Tom had for his graduation, he got a Mustang and got one of those, and then his license plate said Tomcat. And I'm like, God.
Nice. Did you have the faceplate?
I never did.
I had the faceplate that came off. I took
Yep.
it like in high school every day. I had like a Mazda 323, but I had a Sony. I thought it was so cool. I spent $120 on it at Best Buy. Popped the faceplate out, put it in my backpack. Like, no one's stealing this while I'm at class. Yeah. like they're worried about my car.
Yeah.
Everyone was so worried about their aftermarket radios. They'd take the face, and I'd have like, I think in the vehicle I drove, I had like literally the cheapest aftermarket radio, but the plate still came off, so I'd pop it off and
Yeah, it's almost like a status symbol. But like, oh, your faceplate doesn't come off? What are you, poor? Get out of here.
you listen to the radio.
Yeah. Oh, what, 107.5? Cool, man.
Cool.
I got a whole book of CDs.
Well, you get my buddy put in his Jeep. He put one like big speaker, like a speaker you'd have at a concert. Just one of those. Turn on one, you could have a conversation. You just
Yeah.
It's just going,
Oh, yeah.
You're like, what?
And at that time, it was just like the bass was just cranked all the
Oh,
way
yeah.
up for everybody.
Yeah, it didn't even matter what song it was. Like, you'd love
Yep.
3-6 Mafia because it'd be all bass.
Yeah.
Didn't even matter what the rest of the songs sound like.
This Eric Clapton song is great because you can feel it in your chest.
Did you have subs?
I got one time. I had a '94 Nissan Maxima that me and my cousin installed a 12-inch sub in the back of my trunk, and we obviously weren't professionals, didn't really know what the hell we were doing. So like if I hit a bump, it would just stop. I'm like, God damn it! I have to hit another bump just right to get it going again. It was like the compact disc players used that Walkman.
Yeah, I don't know how people
Before-
used to run with those.
I don't know either.
Yeah, if I have anything in my pockets now and I'm running, I'm like, this is the worst thing I could have ever
Oh,
done to
yeah.
myself. This is my 9/11. It's awful. I'm dying.
Oh man, that's good
On
stuff.
that note, should we go into the news stories?
Oh yeah. I want you can list our
Do you
news
want
stories.
to have him read one? I'll read one, and then you can read mine.
Oh sure, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
Sure.
I didn't get two. I only
So
have one.
to be fair here, Saturday Night Live's back on the air. Our
Yeah.
favorite part of Saturday Night Live is Weekend Update with Michael Che and Colin Yost.
Yeah.
the best.
And when they write the jokes for each other, it's fantastic.
Oh,
So we're
it's
like, let's pay some homage to these guys for
Yeah.
what's such a great idea. Let's see how good we do at it.
And let's steal their bit.
Yeah, so you're paying homage and
Yeah.
you know.
Content, baby.
Yeah,
Fair
we're not-
use.
We're not Carlos Mencia in it.
Yeah.
We're giving props.
Yeah. We're not stealing it, but we're...
Who's going to be the Rogan that runs on stage to shut this down?
All right.
Give him your first joke.
Okay. Very top one.
All right.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a longer one, but you know, it's all there.
A weekend hit-and-run crash in West Des Moines has left a man with life-threatening injuries. The West Des Moines Police Department released information about the crash Monday, saying it happened around 2:14 a.m. Sunday in the 5200 block of Ashworth Road. Officers responded to the location on a report of an injured man in the road. He was transported to a Des Moines hospital for treatment. The vehicle that hit Kirschbaum had already left the scene and is rumored to have a lot of damage to it. In other news, I really hope I can find a ride home today. Delightful.
That was my joke.
All right, you gotta read mine then.
Okay, Cody. Let's see. Okay. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have agreed to join up for Deadpool 3. Talk about a dream threesome. I know it's getting cold outside, but I'd be warm between their sheets. When I dream at nights, it's of them oiling my naked body. That's okay. I'm gonna be honest. I felt at home with that one.
Yeah, no one's embarrassed by that one. Everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we did this different. I just tried to make jokes about the story, and then you're just like, oh, let's make the guy feel weird. Okay, I see where we're going with this. Okay.
Either way,
where it says 2.
where it says 2, where it says 2, the 2 men. Wait.
Oh, sorry, it says 1. Sorry.
Okay. 1. A pair of college students are recovering from serious injuries after surviving a grizzly bear attack over the weekend. The 2 men were horn hunting with 2 of their teammates in the Shoshone National Forest on Saturday when the attack happened. The group became separated as they were walking down the mountain shortly after a grizzly bear suddenly jumped out and began attacking the men. The men are expected to survive and have said when they're released, they will campaign to the Supreme Court to ban this right to bear arms.
See, so I didn't know we were going weird with it, so I'll get weird next time.
I went weird.
No, I liked yours. That was great. I just tried to be like punny with it, and then my story.
You were doing classic weekend update.
Yeah, I was going.
I was
going.
Yeah,
Norm
the swap
Macdonald.
ones are always making Colin say something slightly racist.
Yeah.
So next week we'll just go pure racist.
No, it's
yeah,
not.
It's racist.
All right.
Like that.
Matt, you want to be back on next week?
Not with this haircut.
Yeah, we're gonna lose our Jewish audience because we're having Kanye on.
Yeah.
We're gonna do everything we can. So, oh man.
Well, Matt.
Yes, sir.
I think it's been a fantastic show. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No, after the racist stuff, I just think we gotta be done. Like,
What better way to close it out?
Do
You
you
know?
have any shows in Des Moines you want to talk about real quick?
I got let's see here. What's it called? Lovesick. Comedy show at Teehee's. On that, it's a mix of stand-up and improv. I think comics are doing stories about love, whether something that went good. It's a stand-up story, so it's going to go bad.
Yeah.
And then improv kind of bases their long-form sets off of the stand-up.
Okay.
So
when's that?
That is the last Friday of October. I think it's the 29th.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Maybe I'm
Gotcha.
wrong. I'm not good with dates.
Check the Teehee's website. They'll have it all on there.
Teeheescomedy.com.
That's TEEHEES.com.
Yes. Not an actual DOT, just the dot itself.
Yeah.
Since we're spelling it out.
Oh, Joseph did that, didn't he? Where he spelled out DOT.
Oh yeah.
Joseph?
Biden.
Oh, Joe Thomas.
Classic Joe.
Classic Joe.
Oh man! Big thanks to Lola's, the Mullin Team at ReMax, also the Irish in West Glen.
And big thanks to Matt.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
guys, thank you guys for having me. This has been great.
I feel like we established a new friendship today, and this is what I learned today.
What'd you learn?
I learned that we have a new friend.
Yeah, and that sometimes Urban Dictionary definitions are way too long.
Yes, correct.
And check out the Aristocrat comedy special. With
Also, big thanks to Colin Jost and Michael Che. Don't sue us. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.